Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Code Review Conflict Resolution Strategies for LinkedIn, a detailed tutorial. Code review is a cornerstone of successful software development, ensuring quality, maintainability, and knowledge sharing. However, it's not uncommon to encounter conflicts during code reviews. These conflicts can arise from differing opinions on implementation details, coding style, performance optimizations, or even the overall approach to solving a problem. Left unaddressed, these conflicts can stall development, create friction within the team, and ultimately degrade the quality of the code base. This tutorial will delve into strategies for resolving code review conflicts effectively within the context of a company like LinkedIn. We'll cover common conflict sources, proactive measures, specific techniques, and a practical code example to illustrate the concepts. Understanding the landscape, sources of code review conflicts at LinkedIn. At a large-scale organization like LinkedIn, code reviews are vital for maintaining a consistent and high-quality platform across diverse teams and services. Here are some common sources of conflict that might arise. Stylistic differences. Different developers have different preferences regarding code formatting, naming conventions, and coding style. While style guides exist, interpreting and applying them can lead to disagreements. Performance considerations. Optimizing for performance is critical at LinkedIn scale. Disagreements can arise on the best way to achieve optimal performance, weighing it against code readability and maintainability. For example, using different data structures or algorithms. Architectural choices. The choice of architecture for a new feature or component can be a point of contention, especially if it impacts existing systems or introduces new dependencies. This is particularly relevant when considering scalability, resilience, and integration with LinkedIn's infrastructure. Security vulnerabilities. Identifying and mitigating security vulnerabilities is paramount. Disagreements can surface regarding the severity of a potential vulnerability and the most effective remediation strategy. Test coverage. The extent and quality of test coverage are often debated. Disagreements can arise over the types of tests needed, unit, integration, end-to-end, the level of coverage required, and the robustness of the tests. Design principles. Different developers might have varying interpretations of design principles like solid, dry, and YAGNA. These different interpretations can lead to disagreements on the best way to design a particular component or feature. Business requirements. Misunderstanding or differing interpretations of business requirements can lead to conflicts during code review. This highlights the importance of clear and well-defined requirements before development begins. Personal biases. Unconscious biases or personal preferences can sometimes influence code reviews, leading to conflicts that are not based on objective criteria. 2. Proactive measures to prevent conflicts. Prevention is better than cure. Here are some proactive steps to minimize code review conflicts. Establish clear coding standards and style guides. LinkedIn likely has comprehensive coding standards and style guides for each programming language used. Ensure these are readily available, well-maintained, and consistently enforced. Automated linting tools can help enforce style guidelines automatically. Promote open communication and collaboration. Foster a culture of open communication and collaboration where developers feel comfortable discussing their code and receiving feedback. Encourage respectful dialogue and active listening during code reviews. Develop a shared understanding of design principles. Educate developers on core design principles, solid, dry, YAGNA, and how they apply in the context of LinkedIn's architecture. Hold regular discussions and workshops to reinforce these principles. Clarify business requirements upfront. Ensure business requirements are clearly defined, well documented, and understood by all stakeholders before development begins. Address any ambiguities or uncertainties early on to avoid misunderstandings during code review. Use user stories with acceptance criteria to define the expected behavior of features. Encourage early and frequent code reviews. Review small chunks of code frequently rather than waiting until a large feature is complete. This allows for early detection of potential issues and reduces the scope of conflicts. Use code review tools effectively. Leverage code review tools like Jared, GitHub/GitLab pull requests, or Fabricator to streamline the review process. Use features like inline comments, discussions threads, and approval workflows. Implement code owners. Designate specific individuals or teams as code owners for particular modules or components. Code owners are responsible for ensuring the quality and maintainability of the code they own, and they can serve as arbiters in code review conflicts. Establish a clear conflict resolution process. Define a clear and documented process for resolving code review conflicts. This process should outline the steps to be taken, the roles and responsibilities of the participants, and the escalation paths available. 3. Conflict resolution techniques, a practical approach. When conflicts arise, employ these techniques to facilitate constructive resolution. 1. Assume good intentions. Begin with the assumption that the reviewer and the author both have the best interests of the project at heart. This helps to maintain a positive and collaborative tone. 2. Understand the reviewer's perspective. Before responding defensively, take the time to truly understand the reviewer's concerns. Ask clarifying questions. Can you elaborate on why you think this approach is better, or what are the potential risks you see with this implementation? 3. Explain your reasoning clearly and concisely. Articulate the rationale behind your code, including any trade-offs you considered. Provide context and justification for your choices. 4. Offer alternatives and compromises. Be willing to consider alternative solutions and compromises that address the reviewer's concerns while still meeting the requirements. Brainstorm potential solutions together. 5. Back up your claims with data. When possible, support your arguments with data, such as performance benchmarks, test results, or relevant documentation. Objective data can often help to resolve disagreements. 6. Focus on the problem, not the person. Keep the discussion focused on the code and the underlying problem, rather than making personal attacks or assigning blame. 7. Seek a second opinion. If the conflict persists, involve a neutral third party, such as a senior engineer or a code owner. They can provide an objective perspective and help to mediate the discussion. 8. Escalate if necessary. If all other attempts at resolution fail, escalate the issue to a more senior level, such as a team lead or an engineering manager. The escalation path should be clearly defined in the conflict resolution process. 9. Document the resolution. Once a resolution is reached, document the decision and the rationale behind it. This helps to prevent similar conflicts from arising in the future. 4. Code example and conflict scenario, rate limiting in Java. Let's consider a scenario where you're implementing a rate limiting mechanism for LinkedIn's API using Java. Rate limiting is crucial to prevent abuse and ensure the stability of the platform. Code snippet, initial implementation, rate limiter.java. Scenario *. You submit this rate limiter.java implementation for code review. Here's a potential conflict that could arise. Reviewers comment *. The use of java.utility timer for resetting the request count is concerning. Timers can be unreliable, especially in high concurrency environments. This could lead to inaccurate rate limiting and potentially allow users to exceed the limit. Also, creating a new timer for every request is very inefficient. This will introduce a lot of overhead. Consider using a scheduled executor service instead, which provides more robust and efficient scheduling capabilities. Developers' response: initial, potentially defensive. The Java.utility timer is simple to use and works for basic rate limiting. We don't need the complexity of scheduled executor service for this simple use case. It's also less code to write. Conflict resolution process *. 1. Acknowledge the reviewer's concerns * instead of being defensive. Acknowledge the validity of the reviewer's concerns about the reliability and efficiency of Java.utility timer. 2. Seek clarification *. Ask the reviewer to elaborate on the potential issues with Java.utility timer and why scheduled executor service is a better alternative in this context. Can you provide more details on the specific reliability issues you've seen with Java.utility timer in high concurrency scenarios? Also, could you point me to some best practices or LinkedIn-specific guidelines regarding scheduling tasks? 3. Research and investigate *. Research the differences between Java.utility timer and scheduled executor service. Understand the advantages of scheduled executor service in terms of thread management, scheduling precision, and resource utilization. 4. Revised implementation, addressing reviewers' concerns. Developers' response: revised. Thanks for pointing out the potential issues with Java.utility timer. I've researched the differences between Java.utility timer and scheduled executor service, and I understand that scheduled executor service provides better thread management and scheduling precision, making it more suitable for high concurrency environments like LinkedIn's API. I've updated the code to use a scheduled executor service for resetting the request count. I've used a single-threaded scheduler to minimize overhead. Let me know if you have any further suggestions. 5. Further discussion. If needed, the reviewer might have further comments on the implementation, such as the choice of a single-threaded scheduler or the potential for thread contention. Engage in a constructive dialogue to address these concerns and refine the code further. Perhaps the scheduler should be shared between multiple rate limiter instances to further reduce resource consumption. Key takeaways from the example ****. Openness to feedback ***. The developer demonstrated a willingness to learn and adapt based on the reviewer's feedback. Explanation and justification ***. The developer clearly explained the rationale behind the revised implementation and addressed the specific concerns raised by the reviewer. Focus on best practices ***. The reviewer guided the developer towards using more robust and efficient scheduling techniques, aligning with best practices for high-performance applications. Conciseness ***. The code is concise and focused on the core logic of rate limiting. LinkedIn specific considerations. Leverage internal knowledge bases ***. LinkedIn likely has internal documentation, wikis, and code repositories that contain information about coding standards, best practices, and common solutions to technical problems. Utilize these resources to resolve conflicts and ensure consistency across the organization. Consult with domain experts ***. LinkedIn has a wealth of experienced engineers who are experts in specific domains, such as distributed systems, data processing, and machine learning. Consult with these experts when facing complex technical challenges or conflicts. Adhere to LinkedIn's architecture principles ***. LinkedIn has established architecture principles to guide the design and development of its systems. Ensure that your code adheres to these principles to avoid conflicts and maintain consistency across the platform. Consider scalability and performance ***. LinkedIn's applications must be able to handle a massive amount of traffic and data. Ensure that your code is designed for scalability and performance to meet the demands of the platform. Use appropriate data structures and algorithms, and optimize code for minimal resource consumption. Security best practices. Prioritize security throughout the development process. Follow LinkedIn's security guidelines and best practices to prevent vulnerabilities and protect user data. Regularly scan code for security vulnerabilities. A/B testing. LinkedIn relies heavily on A/B testing to evaluate the effectiveness of new features and changes. Design your code to be easily testable and configurable for A/B testing. This helps to validate your implementation and ensure that it meets the desired business objectives. 6. Final thoughts. Code review conflicts are inevitable, but they don't have to be detrimental. By adopting a proactive approach, fostering open communication, and utilizing effective conflict resolution techniques, you can transform these conflicts into opportunities for learning, collaboration, and improvement. Remember to prioritize the overall quality and maintainability of the code base and strive to create a positive and collaborative environment within your team. At LinkedIn, code reviews are crucial for ensuring the platform remains reliable, scalable, and secure, which are all essential for serving millions of members and professionals worldwide. Good luck.